Greetings and welcome everyone to One Love Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome to love. Welcome to your life. Welcome to a wonderful opportunity once again to go within and know the truth. I'm Reverend Rodney Gittens, and I'm so glad to be here to be your host today. I most certainly want to say welcome to a place where love grows, and it grows in, through, and as us, as you. We are open to this. We are living this thing called love. So I want to start with our opening song, Choosing Heaven. Just remember that as you choose what heaven looks like and feels like for you, you're choosing it for all others as well, all other ones of the one, because we're all one. And you can feel free to add it to the comments, and I'll be sure to include it in the opening prayer, in our opening treatment. So, choosing heaven, and again, feel free to choose whatever it is that you desire for yourself and for all. Here we go. Wonderful. Choosing heaven. Yes, indeed. We get to make the choices that make a difference in our lives moment by moment. And at this time, what makes a big difference is the power of prayer, the power of our words behind our intention for our greater good. I mean, this month we're talking about abundance, and there is an ever ready abundance of all that is necessary for us to enjoy life. And we use prayer to align our thoughts with that idea, with that knowingness. And so, join me for this opening prayer for the celebration of life, the celebration of love, the celebration of oneness, of one love. So, as we go within, we are simply knowing there is only one, always one, the one that has always been in absolute 100% abundance, the abundant nature of itself, which is nevertheless always more of itself. And it's not more than 100%, because you can't have more than 100%. However, the 100% is more. There's more and more and more of it. I give thanks in knowing this is the true nature of life, that when something seems to be taken away, there is something in its place. There's always that which is available. And so I am knowing that the right and perfect words and music is selected for today's celebration. I know that I am so grateful to be an open and receptive channel to receive and to share what comes through for each and every one. And I know that each and every one who is participating shares in this vibration that inspires all of us, that I get to be inspired by each and every one that shows up, that has the that shares whatever, just their presence and any words that they may want to contribute. That we are all wonderfully impacted and influenced by the love of the Creator that works in, through, and as each and every one of us. So I bless this time together. I know that there's a healing taking place through the revealing of truth, the healing of knowing that the abundance that as it shows up in our lives is for a divine purpose, a divine reason, and it starts from the inside out. And so we go within as we prepare for it to show up in the outer. And so I get to release this word knowing that it is done, that this word is spoken into the law of divine right action. So it must show up. It must be so, and it is so. And I affirm it and invite each one to join me in affirming it by saying, and so it is, and now it is, right now, even now. And what we experience is prayer. That's what we're about. That's what all religions and spiritual centers, all focusing on the truth. It's about prayer. And we, One Love Center, and we are members of the Centers for Spiritual Living. We are prayer professionals, ready, willing, and able at all times to remind you that spirit is full of power, because spirit is the power, charged and already always within you for your immediate use. And to use us, well, contact us. You can reach us at by emailing us at revrod17 at gmail.com, or you can call 844 265 295 5155. And please know that all prayer requests are kept in the strictest of confidence. So, regardless of whichever one of us is doing the prayer for you, we won't even tell the other person about what that prayer request is. However, we will continue to know the truth, to pray, to do spiritual mind treatment about the situation or circumstance, knowing that greater good is not only available, however, it is manifesting for your greater good. And the realization of truth being, yes, it's being revealed. And so, also, our request is that you let us know. You let us know when your prayer has been answered. Get back to us. Send us an email. Again, it's revrod17 at gmail.com. You put in your request. We'll pray for 7 days and let us know, because we pray unceasingly. We pray. It's called push Pray until something happens. I didn't make it up. I'm just saying. We are impacting the universe, impregnating the universe with that desired result. And so let us know when it has arrived, when it has shown up. And if not, we'll continue to do prayer because we pray until something happens, that or something better. All right. So, most certainly that. And I'd also, talking about better, I want to give thanks for those who have been sharing their tithes and offerings with One Love Center. Because we're about life being better for one and for all. And life is certainly better when we can give from what we are given. And so we're grateful for your donations to One Love Center. You can do it through PayPal. Go to our website, onelovecenter.org, and look for PayPal, or you can use a Cash Me app, which is a $ One Love CSL. And so, thank you, thanking you now, and thank you all those who have been giving. Thank those who will be giving. So this is gratitude in advance, which is the best thing. We give thanks, grateful, and appreciate that which has already been done, which is being done now, and for that which will come. And that's how you use the power of the positive thought and energy, because what we're grateful for, we get more of. And that's not just for us, that's for each and every one. So thank you. Thank you for your willingness to receive and to give. So, this is a fantastic month of talks that Ellen and I and we look forward to having some dynamic guests as well this month, talking about abundance. Uh, it's easy to overlook. I mean, we live on a planet. It's a ball, of energy in the known galaxy and the unknown universe. Well, we know some things about the universe. However, the abundance of life is so unlimited, and it's very easy to take it for granted, or to not even realize that it is unlimited, that life is unlimited. We live in a finite physical world, and our manifestations on the physical level, are finite in form, and our bodies are finite in this particular form. However, life operates unlimited with unlimited abundance. The energy doesn't just disappear into nothing. There is no thing is no thing. Right? There's no thing is no thing. All right. What appears to be no thing is always something, because what appears to be empty space, you look around and you say, well, there's nothing in my hand but air. Well, air is a thing. And the air is made up still of atoms and molecules. And the so-called empty space actually has more in it than the finite things that seem to occupy that space. And it might be a little bit difficult to understand that, and that's why we have classes, so that you can get to learn about the energy that exists in life, in the so-called seemingly empty space, in a hole. Well, in that seeming hole, there is a whole lot going on. So we're talking about abundance. We're talking about how nature itself is abundant in all that we experience in life. Um, so our whole yearly theme, we're talking about grand rising. And I personally, I like to add more to that. I call it grand rising consciousness, because what's going to be rising? Grand rising, instead of saying good morning, practice saying grand rising consciousness for yourself and for anyone else you encounter. Because isn't that what we really want? We want our consciousness to rise. We're all here on this planet, in this entity, in this form, as what is called, and I first heard Dr. Reverend Michael Beckwith say, we are descended masters. We are descended from the one, like an apple descends from the apple tree, and in that apple are seeds. And so we are the seeds that have descended from the one, from the creator, from the Father, Mother, God, however you want to say it. And we are descended into the earth. Okay. And the earth is it, allows for those seeds to grow and do what? They're going to grow into whatever the seeds came from. Apple seeds turn back into an apple tree. We are the seeds from the Creator. We are the spiritual beings. We are like beans. Beans are seeds. So we're spiritual beings that that come into manifestation, into form. And so what do? We get to rise. Okay. We have a grand rising. This is our ascension. We are ascending into that from which we came. Okay. I was going to say whence, but who uses that? From wherever we came from the invisible, we are returning to that. Okay. From the visible, we came from the invisible. So we're now visible. And our job, should we choose to accept it, like mission impossible, but this is mission possible. What's possible is what's happening is we are ascending. We are having a grand rising in our conscious awareness of truth, of life, so that we get to realize who we are and what we are. And as we gain in recognizing that, recognizing, knowing, re-knowing who we are, where we're from, we will then have that ultimate experience, the enlightenment, because we're all on the path of enlightenment. Okay. And so that is the grand rising and the grand rising consciousness that is taking place within us. So let's be intentional about it. Okay. Let's have an intentional grand rising consciousness. It says life is sweet. Let it rise. Let life, sweetness rise within us in our consciousness. More love, more joy, more peace, more understanding. And there's an abundance of life all around us to assist us in this. So it's not just consciousness. There's not enough to just sit still and, oh, yes, I have arrived. I'm rising in my consciousness. With our conscious awareness, we get to use all that life has available. Here's a wonderful quote. And it says, today, by Ernest Holmes, and it's 365 Days of Richer Living, a wonderful book to use. It says, today I recognize the abundance of life. I animate everything in my experience with this idea. I remember only the good. I accept only the good. I expect only the good. This is all I experience. I give thanks that this good is flowing in ever increasing volume. I do not withhold this good from others, but proclaim that spiritual substance is flowing to each and all of us as daily supply. This is the consciousness that we're talking about. You wake up in the morning or whatever time of day you wake up, depending, of course, when you go to sleep. However, yes, what am I keeping in my thoughts? I remember only the good. I accept only the good, and I expect only the good. Well, that's pretty easy to remember. If that's all I'm experiencing, accepting and expecting the good, I give thanks. Okay, we got to be in gratitude that this good is flowing in ever increasing volume. That's the abundant nature of life. I do not withhold this good from others. Can't really. However, it really binds us if we think that we can withhold somebody's good. And we proclaim the spiritual substance is flowing to each and all of us as daily supply, whatever supply is necessary for us to be who we are and to do what we are here to do, who we're here to be and do. So, yeah, and it's like these are the things, and this is why I love this teaching. I love this teaching. It's spiritual teaching. It's not about religion. It's a philosophy. It's a way of looking at life from the inside out. And that's really our job. How does life look from the inside out? All right. I want to feel that sense of lightness, of that. Yeah, I'm always supplied. There's no worry. There's no doubt. It's like the lilies of the field. They're not worried about where the oxygen comes from, where the water comes from. They know, they trust. They know that there is an abundance of whatever is necessary for them to grow and to be who they are and what they do. You know, and and so we have more quotes. We have another quote that I believe is also from Ernest Holmes, the second quote, and it says, "In everything, give thanks. An attitude of gratitude is most salutary and bespeaks the realization that we are now in heaven. How we how we love to do for those who cooperate with and are grateful for our small endeavors. Gratitude is one of the chief graces of human existence and is crowned in heaven with a consciousness of unity." That's Ernest Holmes, The Science of Mind. And it's a wonderful reminder. In everything, give thanks. It doesn't say for everything, give thanks. That's one of the first lessons that I really had to learn about gratitude. It's like, how can I be grateful for everything that happens? That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about in everything, give thanks. In the midst of even the turmoil, find a way to give thanks for, first of all, I'm here experiencing it, I'm getting through it, not necessarily over it or under it or around it, getting through it. Okay. And the gratitude helps me. It attracts to me that which I need to get through whatever I'm going through. Okay. The realization that we are now in heaven. No, we don't have to leave this body to get to a place called heaven. We create heaven right where we are. Okay. Think about it. About the more that somebody says, "Thank you so much, I love what you do," the more we want to do for them. It's not like that's not why we do it. We're just enveloped. We feel so enriched by the ability to give and to receive and to share. And that's really why we're here. And of course, if somebody is not expressing gratitude, then we're like, well, I'm not going to do that again. You ever have that thought, or say that and maybe even say it to somebody? You're like, well, no, that's okay. I won't do it again. If you don't like it, if it doesn't work for you, that's okay. Yeah, and it's important that we are able to be aware of that. Okay, because it really is about it's about the right attitude of gratitude. And here's another quote. It says, "We must reverse all these beliefs and accept the simple proposition that God is good. For this is fundamental to a correct idea of substance and supply and the operation of the law of opulence. God is good. This good is ours now." Just going to stop in that moment. How many of you grew up saying anything like that? That this good is ours now. God is good. I mean, I know I didn't, and there was nobody in my life, no friends or family that spoke like that to me or with me or about me. So doesn't that feel good though? Whether you believe it or not, give it a shot, use it, see how it feels. It says this should be our permanent and increasing expectancy. Should be. It's okay in this case to say should. Okay. It's positive and uplifting. This should be our permanent and increasing expectancy that God is good. This good is ours now. And we should expect so much good that we should conceive of it as being more than we even have time to enjoy. That's abundance. It's like it is never ending. You're never going to run out. You're going to have more than you'll ever need and more than you have time to enjoy. That doesn't stop it from coming. That doesn't stop it from being here for you. Think about the oxygen. On this planet, we just have oxygen. We don't think about it. How many of you take it for granted that you breathe? that you have air to breathe. It's like you wake up breathing. Do you wake up and say, "Oh, I'm breathing. Thank God. I have enough. Is there enough oxygen?" We don't question it. We use it. It's here for our use. It's like everything else. It's so important not to make a distinction or a difference between things. Remember, it starts in mind, it starts in consciousness. And that's one of the most important things to keep in mind is that it starts in mind. It starts with our word, with our belief. It also says that we should feel the presence of this good and appreciate its meaning and give thanks for its manifestation. There should be the combination of gratitude, expectancy, and joy. There should be enthusiastic recognition that we are in partnership with the divine and that God and company cannot fail. That's Living the Science of Mind. And it's a great book to get. Especially to help you understand this philosophy in use with the Science of Mind textbook. And so we're operating with the idea that thoughts and our beliefs shape our reality. That's pretty basic. All right. What you think about and what you believe, and I like to say believe means be live, how you be living, you know, what your thoughts and then how you are believing is going to shape your reality. How could it not? It's not going to be anything other than what you can conceive and believe. And that's what's going to show up. That's the law. It says by maintaining a positive mindset and cultivating thoughts of abundance, we can attract and manifest abundance in various forms. Okay? Because that's where our focus is, what we tend to focus on, that's what's going to show up. If you look left, you're going to go left. If you look right, that's where your attention flows. Well, that's where your energy goes, and where your energy goes, it's going to create from that. And so this is just basic law. This is not religious stuff. I mean, you can use it religiously, but it's not religion. It's just law, and it's you can say it's metaphysical law, but it's also physical law because it shows up as things. Thoughts are things, real basic to in this philosophy in all life. So if you think about how the universe continues to give of itself unlimited resources, it's like one of the things that brought my attention to that when it's a forest fire. It seems like everything is burnt to a crisp. There's no life going on whatsoever. However, if you come back in a couple of days, maybe a week or two, there's growth happening. There's new growth. You know, animals will come back. There's grass and other forms of plants that are starting to come up out of what seemed to be totally destroyed. It's like, wow, you know, it doesn't stop giving. And even if we were to do the worst possible thing that we can do to ourselves, like eliminate ourselves, like the nuclear threat, nuclear bomb, and the pollution and all this stuff. Um, yes, human beings would terminate ourselves, but that wouldn't stop life. You know, life was like, okay, you know, next. It's like, yeah. Yeah, and here's a wonderful quote. It says, the universe operates through dynamic exchange. Giving and receiving are different aspects of the flow of energy in the universe. And in our willingness to give that which we seek, we keep the abundance of the universe circulating in our lives. Deepak Chopra says that. So, what are we seeking? Oh, hopefully it's the highest and the best. When it's the highest and the best, we get to expect that that's what's going to come to us. Okay, different aspects of the flow of energy. This is the variety of life. Okay, all the different things that show up that have even nothing to do with whether we thought about it or not. That was here before we were here. Okay, and will continue to be here when if we don't think right and disappear ourselves. Life will go on, you know. Uh, um, so it's about being in harmony with life on this planet or in the galaxy or in the universe. All right, because our thoughts can transcend space and time, whether you know it or not or believe it or not. Think about it, but don't think long and hard about it. But we get to use our thought, use the energy of our thoughts to bring about, hey, this is what we seek. The universe is ready at all times to bring about what it is that we desire. Desire, our heart's desire, desire. It means of the Father, of the Creator. Okay. It's always ready. Okay. Um, there's no shortage to whatever it is that we need because listen, we're here by means of the Creator. The Creator has made us for a reason, and therefore everything that we need to fulfill our purpose for being on the planet is available to us. For now, there needs to be an awareness, a conscious awareness that says, "Hey, this is what's necessary for me to accomplish the goal that I was sent here to do." Okay, so it helps to be aware of the abundance that is available for us to get the job done, to fulfill our purpose. And here's another, I love this quote by Esther Hicks. It says, the fastest way to bring more wonderful examples of abundance into your personal experience is to take constant notice of the wonderful things that are already there. So look around you. You're surrounded by something. Okay. It's wonderful that it's there. Give thanks for, I give thanks for my clothing. I give thanks for the food. I give thanks for the shelter. I give thanks for the people in my life. My personal experience is enhanced by that which has shown up because it's shown up by my desire to have good in my life. And if you're looking around and you're not happy with what you see, well, change your thinking, change your life. That's our tagline. That's how we bring it all into one nugget. Change your thinking, change your life. Okay? And that way you can have more to be grateful about because the more that you're grateful about, the more the universe will give to you. Okay? And yes, we have a Kiko who says grateful is the magic word. Absolutely. Thank you, Akiko. Yes, yes. And it is. And it's not just for you, it's for all of us. Yes. And so thank you for adding to that. Uh, and that makes a difference. Now, magic, real sidebar here. Magic, that word magic really comes from the word imagination. Okay, just look for the similarity in that magic and imagination. So your imagining is considered magic. Think of the three magi. All right, the wise men from the Bible. All right, they used magic because they knew how to operate from their imagination and to help cultivate the imagination in others so that they could see the magic as well. Okay. And so, yeah, that it's really important that we get to use our awareness of abundance. We have I'm going to bring up a question for us. And so the question is, how do our thoughts and beliefs influence the abundance we experience in life? Ask yourself that question. Can manifesting positive mindset attract more opportunities and abundance into our lives? Like Akiko said, gratitude is a magic word. Okay. And so actually, I would like to put that into the comments so you can reflect on that. And it's important that we ask these questions of ourselves. What good is life if we're not checking in, not taking an inventory, and just like, hey, wait a minute, what do I think about that? What do I think about abundance and gratitude? How do they work together, or do they work together? One of the key words in all of this is the word positive, uh, positive mindset. Because if you got a negative mindset and you're looking around and all this negative stuff is going around, you could do two things. One is you can say, I knew it all the time. Look how terrible life is. And if that's all you're thinking about, guess what? That's all you're going to get, because you get what you think about. Many years ago, uh, there was a quote that I read. It said, you bring about what you think about, you bring about. And it's also what you think about, you bring about. So the more you give thanks, you're going to have more coming to you to give thanks about. And here's another wonderful quote. Maybe if we spent just a little time saying thank you for what we do have, we won't have so much time to dwell on what we lack. Gratitude, praise, and thanksgiving activate the divine laws of abundance. When the universe can see we are conscious of and grateful for what we have, it is activated to shower us with more. Even when it seems that the well is drying up, we can affirm, I can hardly wait to see the good that will come out of this. That's Iyanla Van Zant from Acts of Faith, October 2nd. Wonderful daily meditation book. So, yes, the more you think about, the more you think about, you bring about. And that's just the law. And it's why is it a law? Because it works. And it works all the time. Now, the law is impersonal, that we are taught, that we learn, that we know. There's a saying, it's you may have heard it, it rains on the just and the unjust alike. Doesn't matter. Rain does not stop and select who it's going to rain on. Your good is also operating that way. Good. And you can consider rain as good as well. Okay. It doesn't care. There are people who use wonderful teaching, um, and they can use it in a negative way. And we wonder, well, why do so-called bad people seem to get this and seem to be rich and seem to have that? And but we don't know what's going on in their lives. We don't know. Maybe there's some inner turmoil going, or what's going to happen when we don't see them. Okay, it doesn't matter. What matters is how are we using our thoughts and our words to bring about that which we desire. And we do know that if people are focused on the negative, that's what's going to show up in their lives. It's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. I knew it was always going to turn out that way. And if it's turning out that way, you have a choice. Do you want to continue it, or do you want to see things happening differently, like we saw in the quote? Okay. I can't wait to see what's going to happen from that situation. And here's a wonderful quote through John Randolph Price. It says, your outer world of form and experience is a reflection of the inner world of thoughts and feelings. As above, so below. As within, so without. That is the law. John Randolph Price, The Abundance Book. Wonderful little book. It's a basic book. Got to have it. Just look it up, The Abundance Book. Your outer world of form, what shows up on the outside, comes from ultimately what started on the inside. That's just how it works. Okay. The inner world of thoughts and feelings. So, what do you have to do? If you don't like what's going on, or if you do like what's going on and you want more of it, take a look at your thoughts and your feelings. The thoughts are one thing. You can think all kind of things. It doesn't mean you're going to get a manifestation just from your thoughts. Okay. There was a book called The Secret and a movie, and people used to say, well, does that mean you just think of something and it manifests? No, that's not all of it. Your thought is one thing, and thoughts are things. However, the other part of it is your feelings. Those are that's the power and the energy behind your thought. And it's a frequency. And the more you think about something in a positive way, positive is a higher frequency. The higher the frequency, the more energy behind it, that's what's going to manifest. That's what the universe is like. Oh, okay, I get it. I feel it. I feel you. Yeah, I'm feeling you. Yeah, there it is. So we have all these thoughts that come and go. They don't manifest. What manifests is what we focus on. Yes? Are we grabbing that? Are you getting that? Are you feeling me? And that's what this is about. Okay? And again, sometimes you hear, especially people who are new to this, thoughts and feelings. Well, um, it takes practice. It takes practice and focus your attention on what we've been talking about: positive mindset. Talking about, uh, is that what you desire, or are you focusing your attention on what you don't want? Because guess what? If your focus is on what you don't want, guess what you're going to get? You can't help it. You're going to get what you focus on, and which is what you don't want. Okay, so it's very tricky. It seems like, oh, it's just a play on words. No, it's how you use your words. And so we want to be careful. We want to pay attention. We want to start listening to what we're thinking before we actually start doing. If you're not in a habit of it, take a moment of reflection. Like, okay, I just had a thought, and then examine that thought. Is that really what best for me? Is that really what I want? I mean, don't get manic about it. Just like, oh, okay, yeah. Is it life affirming? Not just for me, but for anyone or everyone. That's kind of like how you get to know. Okay. So um, there's another question I wanted to bring up, and just give me a moment. And here it is. It's like, how does practicing gratitude enhance our awareness of the abundance in our lives? How can we develop daily gratitude practice to cultivate a mindset of abundance? Make it a daily practice. How do you do that? You practice it. You start early in the day. You start when you wake up, maybe. I'm just grateful. Just make a very short, quick list. Look for songs about gratitude and sing along with them. I'm so grateful, or whatever. Make up your own song about gratitude. Learn about being grateful. Learn about thanksgivingness, appreciation, and gratitude. Call it tag, TAG. Tag someone. Say to someone, I appreciate you. I'm thankful for you. I appreciate you, and I'm grateful. And tag yourself. Yeah. Hey, I give thanks for who I am and who I'm growing to be. I appreciate uh, all that I have, all that I have been given, and all that is good that is in store for me. And be grateful. An attitude of gratitude goes a long way, and it goes before you and attracts to you more for you to be grateful about. Isn't that awesome? Okay. And and there may be another question, but that's not important. We have questions that we can look at right now that can move us into greater opportunities. Oh, here's another question. And how does recognizing the interconnectedness of all living things enhance our experience of abundance? In what ways can we tap into the natural cycles of growth, renewal, and abundance? And so you have to ask yourself, first of all, recognize interconnectedness. Very simply, I think about trees, and maybe you can come up with something as well. With the plant life on the planet, right? They operate using oxygen. I mean, excuse me, carbon dioxide. All right. So we operate with oxygen. I don't know which came first. However, I do know that as we breathe in oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide, that goes to the plants. All right. The plants take it and make oxygen. And so we have a cycle of interconnectedness, all right, that depend on each other. It's an interdependence, not, not dependence or independence. We're interdependent, interconnected. All right. And there's a ceaseless flow of it. Isn't that awesome? And so then also we tap into that cycle with a conscious awareness of it, which means maybe you put some plants where you live, in your home, in your room, in your wherever you spend time, on the job, maybe, So little things like that are ways in which you can connect your conscious awareness of the abundant nature of the universe. One of the things that you can do if you're having a difficulty with abundance, everywhere I look, I don't see abundance. Look at a tree. Not so much in the winter. However, like even now, count how many leaves you see on a tree. Okay. And just keep counting. And you'll probably get tired of counting. And you may not even be able to see all of them anyway. However, you can stop there and like, okay, that's abundance. All right. Even though there is a limited amount on that tree, you can't count them all. Think about the bricks in the building as you pass by, or you're walking, or where you live, or whatever, and start counting bricks. Not only are there bricks that you can see, but there's bricks behind that you can't see. Yeah, that's abundance. And if you count all the bricks you can possibly count, look at the next building and look at the next building. Uh, and then you start to get the idea. Well, okay, abundance, never ending flow, and if you felt like, you can imagine all the bricks in your block where you live, go to the next block and the next block and the next city and the next state and the next country. Okay. Yes. Increase your conscious awareness of abundance and like, no, yes, I can't count all the good that is available for me. I can't count all that brings me joy. And I don't have to count. I accept it. I live it. So here you go. John Randolph Price says the universe does not compensate individuals based on the activity of work, but on the activity of consciousness. It's your consciousness that gets busy. Your consciousness goes forth and brings to you the compensation. All right. It makes it's like, yes, as you receive, so you give, and as you give, you receive. Okay. So yeah, it's not about the busyness on a physical level. No, it's going on what's in your conscious mind. I don't mean your brain. I don't mean working your brain, trying to figure things out. No, it's your consciousness of awareness, of knowing. You know that you know that you know to such a degree that you don't have to act like you know it. You just know it. You're living from that place of knowing that the universe is supporting me. And I don't have to try to make it support me. The activity of my consciousness says, yes, I am acting as if it is already true. I'm acting because I know it is true. I'm acting, and these different levels of acting, activity, your consciousness, our consciousness says, yes, it is good. I received the good. Yeah. And so on that note, we're going to take it to some affirmations. And we are affirming the abundant nature of the universe, how it works in our lives, how it works in life. And we connect with how it works because we know it works. Yes? All right. And so here's how we do our affirmations. We're going to take a breath, take in a breath, and then recite the affirmation. And we can do each one twice, just so you feel it. Breathe in. It is so that the abundance of life flows in and around me. Let's say that one again. Let's breathe in. It is so that the abundance of life flows in and around me. And the next one, take in a breath. It is so that I bring divine order into all of my affairs, which reveals unlimited abundance. Oh, let's do that again. Take a breath. It is so that I bring divine order into all of my affairs, which reveals unlimited abundance. Take a breath. And the next one. It is so that the abundant nature of life supplies and supports the manifestations of my desires. Taking a breath. One more time. Well, we're going to go back to that previous one. It is so that the abundant nature of life supplies and supports the manifestations of my desires. And so it is, and now it is. Peace and blessings, beloved. And so we're going to go into a spiritual mind treatment. We're going to cement home this talk. So please join me. I invite each one to join me as we go deeper within into that upper room, knowing as above, so below. And so I am knowing that there is in oh, the high reaches of consciousness, that there's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect, whole, and complete. And that life is my life now. It's the life of each and everyone everywhere. And this is the conscious awareness of truth that shows itself in each and every one's life. So I am knowing that it is our job. Should we choose to accept it, whether you realize you're accepting it or not, the words and the feelings have the power, use the power of the universe to bring about your greater good through the abundance, the supply and substance and supply that is ever available, starting with the oxygen, starting with all of the activity of the body and the mind, the soul, the spirit operating as one, because it is all one. And so I am knowing this shows up in all of our affairs. There's divine order in realizing and recognizing how to use abundance for our greater good when it comes to money. Money, one of the wonderful substances that we have created to symbolize the energy, to symbolize value, that there is unlimited resources available. And money is an idea that is unlimited, unless there is someone who tries to unlimit, tries to act out of a place of lack and limitation. And so therefore I use this word to create the realization and revelation that there is unlimited amount of value in the form of money that anyone can choose to have. And I'm claiming that each one says yes to having what is necessary and needed for them to achieve their place and purpose on the planet. With the more money, the more good can be done. So I am knowing that each one says yes to full and overflowing pockets and pocketbooks. That each one is saying yes to overflowing money in their bank accounts or whatever investments that they have, saying yes to the good that is overflowing, all the good that money can do, and all the good that all the things of value can do. It has been said that it is God's good pleasure to give of the kingdom, the queendom, for the asking, for just saying yes, for knowing that it is ever available out of the abundance of the universe. There's no holding back. So no one is required to say no to their good. Say yes. And I know that shows up in our relationships as well. There is an abundance of each and every one of us who are being about good for one another. There is no lack or limitation to the good that we can receive for ourselves, from ourselves, for one another. I'm also knowing that there's an abundance of love of peace, of joy. There's no lack of that. And anyone who, for whatever reason, is expecting only lack, that I hereby speak this word, that they may be loosed from that idea and accept that there is never ending good available right here, right now. There's no cutoff. There's no cutoff date. There's only yes, more please, and it is delivered. I'm giving thanks for knowing that there is an abundance of all that makes life worth living in the here and the right now and every now moment. And I speak this word knowing that it continues to flow, ever flowing in our lives. So I let it be. I let it good. I let it be the good that it continues to be. Mm. And affirm it. And know that this word is spoken into the perfect action of the law. It is the law. Mm. Law is life acting willingly. That's my acronym right now for law. Life affirming willingly. Holy. It's the law. Mm. And the law is ever giving, ready to act on the word and feeling. And that has already been decreed. Divine design. So I let it be. I let it be the good that it is intended to be by this very word spoken into the law. And so I simply affirm it and seal it by saying it is so it is, and now it is. Yes. And so, and again, this is the prayer and the power of prayer. And do not be deceived. Please know that thoughts are things, and thoughts are also prayers. What we pray doesn't have to be a formal get on your knees, pray up to something, pray up to God or around or whatever, to something. We're praying from within about whatever it is that we desire. And we learn these things when we take our classes and enter into workshops and have discussions and read books. And please know that here at One Love Center, we are prayer professionals, that this is what we do. All right, we take in prayer requests. So use us. Email us. Email for now at revrod17@gmail.com. Call us at our number, which is 844-295-5155. Prayer requests are kept in strict confidence. We will continue to know the truth. So use us, even if it seems like, it's just a frivolous thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. If it's in your mind, on your mind, contact us, send us an email, and let us know when that prayer has been answered. Okay. I do prayer regularly for a prayer partner, and it seems like less than a couple of hours later, she's like, "Oh, texting me, the prayer's been answered. Thank you so much." And it's just awesome. And so I'm saying to be mindful of how you use your words, of what you're using, of what you're thinking, and no, you're not beating yourself up if things don't look a certain way. You're just saying, "Oh, well, what greater thing can I experience?" Okay. And if you're having any difficulty with that, there's so much joy in your life, you don't know how to handle it, contact us and we will continue to pray on that situation for 7 days and let us know if any change occurs. If you need more prayer, let us know about that. If you need more time, for more in-depth time, examining thoughts and beliefs and behaviors and circumstances and situations, if you need more time, we do offer our time at a fee basis. Okay, no one is turned away. Okay, so please feel free to use us in that way. So again, we're talking about gratitude. We're grateful for those who have given for your donations to One Love. You can do that through PayPal. Go to onelovecenter.org, our website, and click on PayPal. You can also send through the Cash App, $ One Love CSL, and we will receive your donations there as well. And we're just so grateful. You can also use our PO box. That information is in the website. You can send a check or a money order. You can do that, and you could probably also use Zelle through One Love Center. And so, however, we give thanks. We are so grateful for your givingness. So we have affirmation of abundance, and please join us in knowing this truth for yourself and for One Love Center. We trust that you are being spiritually fed, and in this way we give, and we are open to receive ways in which you can compensate and through consciousness. So let's prepare for our affirmation of abundance. I like to say, as Helen would say, put your hand over your heart. I say, hey, listen, feel that vibration. That vibration goes out. It's touching one another. It's touching each other. It's another way to give and receive through that cosmic vibration that is within us. And so, yeah, affirmation of abundance says money as one of many gifts of spirit is good. And as I share my offerings, I know that I am actively creating a space to receive more gift, more money, and more good. And I am grateful for the ability to give and for the good work these gifts do in our center and in our world. And now it is. Hmm. Thank you. And just feel the joy of giving. And listen, there's no way you can give unless you have already received. Okay. So the gift of receiving and the gift of giving is part of that flow of abundance. Hmm. So I want to thank you all for showing up. Um, we do have some quick announcements. We might have some quick announcements. Um, Beyond Limits, move into living beyond your limiting beliefs. Register, show up for our class Beyond Limits. We're going to have to. If you have any thoughts or doubts about it, go online, register, or let us somehow know that you're interested in taking Beyond Limits, so that we can have a number of people to take the class to make it happen. Okay, so that's a very good thing. Be on the lookout. We will be, uh, I'm going to say, God willing, meeting in person at some point, definitely at the end of the year. Whether it's going to be the Burning Bowl ceremony or the White Stone ceremony, we're going to get together and do something no later than the end of the year. So we are also requesting a member or a friend of a member, somebody who wants to assist with our technical, managing our broadcast. So you can contact us through, again, the website, the email, revrod17@gmail.com or 844-295-5155. Leave a message to be of service. We bless you and we thank you. Take the time right now to thank practitioner Ellen Suazo behind the scenes doing a wonderful job. Thank you, Ellen. We just love to be here to support you, and we support each other in supporting you, and that's just vastly important. You know, um, we want to get this message out to as many people, so please feel free to share. You can share it through Facebook, and we're also doing this through YouTube as well. So for those who don't want to use Facebook, you can check us out, One Love Center in YouTube. All right. So you're so very welcome, Akiko, and anybody else who I'm not fully aware of who else has been watching the broadcast. And if you've heard something that you like, just share it. Share it to your public, share it to your people. And let's just we'll have more. We'll just have more of an abundance of love to share. And we know that love is never ending, there's always more. So, having said that, my closing remarks is just be open to the abundance that is ever available to you. If you doubt it, start counting leaves and bricks, start counting whatever, count people in Times Square, and just see, wow, this looks like this stuff never ending. Develop your own gratitude list. Don't get complicated about it. Keep it simple. Even if you're not writing it, just find something to be grateful about. And don't beat yourself up. If you feel like you're having a hard time, it gets easier with daily practice. That's how we get our spiritual muscle. Practice, the gratitude muscle. Practice. And the abundance, you'll see more. You'll just keep seeing more of what's already there. The consciousness will rise. It'll be a grand rising consciousness where you can take in. Before, you had only seen this much. Now you're seeing so much more of what's already readily available. And so please join me with this closing prayer, with this benediction, the good word moving forward. So I invite you to join me as we go within. Speak from that place within that says, yes, I am in tune with the abundant nature of the universe. I know that the stuff that the stars are made of, that I am made of that stuff as well. Each and every one of us is. There's no lack of abundance of energy in the universe to keep making more things out of itself. And I know that on this level, my thoughts and feelings manifest into my heart's desire. And I desire things on a positive mindset level. And guess what? I know that it increases in positivity. And so it increases in what I call good. And the good that I call for myself is the good that is good for each and every one. Good and plenty of it. Oh, yes. And so I take every opportunity to see the good in everything, the good in all, as all for all. And for this, I give thanks. I release this word knowing, yes, there is good and plenty of it for everyone. Right here, right now. And I affirm it knowing that it is so, and I let it be the good that it is. And now it is. Peace and blessings, beloved. We had a great song to assist in the gratitude and the knowing of oneness. Wonderful tune by Ricky Byers.
My wings were heavy, I could not fly, haunted by dreams that were meant to come true. Love was there, I could not see it, so the voice of salvation came shining through you, and you said, God is all there is, God is all there will ever be, God is all there is, God is all there will ever be. In the sky of my mind was lightning and thunder. I never could trust it could finally be right. The truth in your eyes said, don't worry, don't wander. You sang me a song that has shattered the lie, and you said, God is all there is, God is all there will ever be, God When my heart was troubled, I didn't know what to do. Your compassion planted a seed in my life. Now the flowers in me. All the time I'm singing. All the time I'm singing. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. If your wings are heavy, you cannot fly. Haunted by dreams that were meant to come true. God is right there. You just have to see it. Let the voice of salvation come shining through you. And just sing, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be.
God is all there is in its unlimited abundance. Yes. Peace and blessings, beloveds. We'll see you again next week. And remember, God is all there is. There is nothing less. There is nothing lacking in God, in you, in life. Enjoy the abundant nature of the universe. We'll see you again soon. Peace. And thank you.